Hey everyone, it's Sean here and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be bringing you a quick guide and update on the Saberstalkers in Tanaan Jungle, which were added in 6.2, and this is old news to everyone, but I'm going to be doing a quick run through for it, and I'm going to be telling you a few updates that have occurred with the pre-patch with this grind as well. So you get rep with the Saberstalkers by killing rares and killing these NPCs in Shangri-La in Tanaan Jungle, down at the southern part of Tanaan Jungle, and there is a weekly quest where you can get some more reputation. Now there's an achievement to obviously grind the reputation out with this faction, and then there's a few more things associated with it. You get a tabard, a pet and a mount. And you want to be farming these Blackfang Claws, because that's what you use as a currency to then buy the pets and the mounts off of the vendor on the way to Shangri-La. Now, as I said, people who have played since 6.2 probably already know all this anyway, so this is old news, but what I'm going to be telling you about is that with the Legion pre-patch came the personal loot system, which was changed and altered with Legion, and it also changed the drop rate on these claws. Now, the drop rate is actually the same, but what's changed is how many you can loot at a time, if that makes sense. Now, what I mean by this is that players who grouped up and did this before in 6.2 were in a group of about 5 players, which means that any claws that dropped were shared and distributed between 5 players. So you were basically getting 1/5 of the claws that dropped, which made this a very long grind, and I personally was going to wait till Legion and do it on my own so that I got 100% of all the claws that dropped. Otherwise it would make it 5 times slower. But the changes that came with the pre-patch and the personal loot system is that now each player gets the exact same amount of claws as you would if you were doing this on your own. So I started this grind and I finished it in about 2 hours in a group of 5 players that I found in the Premier Group Finder. I went from 500 claws to 5,000 claws very quickly. So what I mean by this, say if you're in a group of 5 and you kill a bunch of these NPCs and in total they drop 25 claws, originally in 6.2 each player would get 5 claws. Keeping in mind you need 5,000 for the mount and then another 1,500 for the pet. But now each player would essentially loot 25 each, which means that the 25 that would have originally dropped is now given to each player. So I said this took me 2 hours, so if you farm this back in 6.2 that would have been 10 hours, and there you go, there's the I came, I clawed, I conquered achievement. I was so happy to actually get this because it finished off my Tanaan achievement too. And once you get 5,000 claws, as you can see here, there's the vendor. There's the mount. I did actually buy the pet from auction because I didn't want to farm the claws at the time, but there is my mount finally. It's another boar, so it's nothing special. It's really nothing special, but it does add up to the 300 mounts achievement. But I really hope this helped. If you can get this done before Legion launches in a week, that would be really great. Like I said, it only took me like 2 hours of a grind, which have originally taken 5 times as long. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.